Sometimes we find ourselves walking alone. No close friends, no familiar voices checking up on us, no arms to fall into when life becomes too much. You go through your day, smiling politely, yet feeling completely invisible. And at night, you cry silently, asking, "Why do I feel this emptiness?" But dear sister, dear brother, let me remind you, solitude is not a curse. It is not abandonment. It is not a punishment. Rather, it is often a gift from the most merciful, wrapped in the fabric of silence and time, so that He may speak to your heart directly. Solitude doesn't reflect weakness. It doesn't make you a failure. It may just be the moment of your deepest spiritual growth. Allah sometimes empties your life to fill your heart with something far more valuable, Himself. So today, let's look at this not with sorrow, but with perspective. What if this loneliness is a divine calling? What if this is your invitation to transform? Imagine this. You wake up and there's no message waiting for you, no one to greet you, no friend saying good morning. You check your phone, scroll a bit, and still, nothing. That ache in your chest deepens. You go about your day blending into the background. You may smile and talk, but you know no one really sees you. When the day ends, you're still alone. And then the whisper creeps in. Is something wrong with me? But Islam teaches us to reframe loneliness. Loneliness is not always a result of being unloved or unworthy. It can be a space Allah creates to reconstruct you, a space that removes the noise of the world so you can finally hear His voice. And we are closer to Him than His jugular vein. Surah Kahf 50:16. Dear sister, if you've been feeling alone, remember, sometimes Allah removes everyone from your life so you have no one else to turn to but Him. There's a story of a young woman who reverted to Islam in a Western country. After taking her shahada, many of her old friends left her. Her family rejected her. Her workplace began treating her differently. She felt isolated and heartbroken. But she said, "That was the first time I truly spoke to Allah, not through memorized words, but from my heart. I cried, I begged, I thanked Him. I found in those lonely moments the most powerful bond I've ever known. Solitude became her sanctuary. That silent conversation with Allah between you and your Creator is worth more than 1,000 empty relationships. When you're alone, speak to Allah. Tell Him your secrets, your worries, your heartbreak. Cry to Him. Laugh and dua. Thank Him when no one's watching." The Prophet ﷺ said, "There are 7 who will be shaded by Allah under His shade on the day when there will be no shade except His. Among them is a person who remembers Allah in solitude and his eyes flood with tears." Sahih al-Bukhari. That could be you. A sister once said, "I used to have many friends. We would hang out, go shopping, chat endlessly, but not one of them reminded me of Allah. Not one ever made me feel spiritually alive." Later, she found one friend in the masjid. Just one. But with her, they studied the Quran, made dhikr, and cried in tahajjud. That one friend was worth more than all her past friendships combined. Islam doesn't ask us to gather people, it teaches us to gather sincerity. The Prophet ﷺ said, "A person is on the religion of their close friend, so be careful whom you take as a friend." Tirmidhi. If you have no friends today, perhaps it's because Allah is protecting you from those who may harm your soul. He's filtering your life, so when He sends you someone, they will be good for your dunya and your akhirah. Let's reflect on Maryam alayha salam. When she was chosen to give birth to Isa, Allah did what? He separated her, alone, in pain, under a palm tree, without human support. She cried, "Oh, I wish I had died before this and was in oblivion, forgotten." Surah Maryam, 19:23. But what came from that pain? One of the greatest miracles in human history. One of the most honored women in all of creation. Your isolation might not be a punishment, it might be a divine preparation for something amazing, something the world may not see now, but Allah is planning. So trust in that plan, even when you're crying under your own palm tree. Without friends, parties, calls, or distractions, you are left with stillness. Use it. One brother who lost his job, friends, and routine said, "At first, I was depressed, but then I started waking up for tahajjud, reading Quran like never before, listening to tafsir. I now know the Quran better than I know myself." He used his loneliness as fuel for his iman. What if your alone time is a chance to rebuild your soul? Turn your empty hours into time with Allah. Let your sadness become sujood. Let your anxiety become dhikr. Let your hunger for connection be filled by the Quran. Let's take a moment to think about Khadija, radiyallahu anha. She was a woman of strength, nobility, and deep understanding. She supported the Prophet ﷺ when no one else did. She believed in him when even close relatives doubted him. But after her death, the Prophet ﷺ went through what we call the year of sadness. He felt deeply alone. No wife, no supporter, no protection. Even the Quraysh grew harsher. Yet from that sorrow came Isra wal Mi'raj, the miraculous journey to the heavens. Allah took him on a journey that no one else was ever granted. Solitude preceded ascension. Maybe your hardship today is only a gateway to your greatest spiritual growth. When you're alone, it's easy to believe you've been forgotten, but you haven't. Allah knows your pain. He sees your struggle. He hears the prayers you whisper with a shaking voice. Use this time wisely. Plant seeds of sabr. Nurture your heart with taqwa. Water it with dhikr. And watch how Allah grows something magnificent from the soil of your isolation. Speak to yourself gently. I am not forgotten. I am not alone. Allah is with me. He who kept Yunus alayhi salam safe in the belly of the whale, he who gave water to Hajar in the middle of a desert, he who saved Musa alayhi salam in front of a sea, that same Lord is watching over you right now. Even if no one else is, make dua. Talk to Allah, ask Him to send people into your life who will bring you closer to Him, and ask Him to remove loneliness from your heart, to replace your sadness with peace. Oh Allah, be my friend when I have no one. Be my light when things seem dark. Be my comfort when the world feels cold. Reach out. Don't isolate yourself permanently. Join a Quran circle online, volunteer for a cause, attend Islamic lectures. Sometimes one step opens 1,000 doors. Keep faith. Trust the timing of Allah. He never delays without wisdom. If He is making you wait, He is making you ready. Loneliness may feel like a heavy cloak, cold and suffocating, but it doesn't have to be your prison. It can be your prayer room. It can be your classroom. It can be your launch pad. Let it be the place where you reconnect with the one who never leaves. And when He fills your heart, when He strengthens your soul, when He finally sends you a companion, it will be someone worth waiting for. Until then, whisper with conviction, even if I have no friends now, I have the best companion. Allah is with me.
And now, it's your turn. If these words touched your heart, pause, reflect, and share this message with someone who might be silently struggling. Comment, Allah is enough for me, if you believe He's always near. Bang the bell for more soul-healing reminders, and send this to one person you love for the sake of Allah. Together, let's remind the world, you are never alone. Allah is always with you.